This is Ronald, former president of the United States of Brickmania. Ronald was ousted by the people of Brickmania when he lost the election to Bo Jiden. However, one thing remained of the Ronald presidency: the idea of the Great Lego Wall. And despite being enemies at first, they later became lovers. Wait, that's the wrong timeline. Hold on, get back to the wall. This wall was built. Ronald had it built to keep out the Mega Bloks minifigures. And in today's video, we are going to build that wall and arm it with national security forces.
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Now, don't worry about what's going on in the background. There's just a small zombie apocalypse going on in Lego City. You don't need to worry about that. That's a whole other storyline. This is about Ronald's wall. So be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you'd like to see more real world builds out of Lego. We'll have a giveaway at the end of this video as well, of course. Either way, let's get into this thing. So obviously this portion of the Lego table is uninhabitable currently, but we have a very nice coffee stain side over here. Wonderful.
Now that's a lot of damage!
And I have this semi-sandy base plate already built. Now this was from an Iraq war battle that I did a while back. I'm gonna remove the brown here and replace it with more sand, hopefully, if I can find enough bricks. And then there's a little bit of gray here too we need to get rid of. Replace it all with sand because this wall is going to be in the desert. Let's do that real quick.
A few moments later.
Okay, there we go. Desert turned out fantastic. This is the border here, and this is what will become the wall. Yes, this is a massive bag of masonry bricks, which is honestly my most used brick type for any video ever. So yeah, invest in these. They're fantastic. You can use them. They're dual-sided. Not a product placement for Lego, is, you know, I like these. So back in the day, they were basically trying to figure out what they wanted the wall to look like, and these were some of the concepts. They just built little different sections of each. Eventually they went with this. I don't know, honestly, why they particularly went with this. I'm guessing in person these are a lot closer together than they look, but it looks like a human man could just fit between them. I don't know. But this is a very difficult concept to make out of Lego. Well, it's not. You could use like a ton of these brown cylindrical pieces, but I don't have enough of them. So instead, we're going to make our own iteration of the wall, which is going to be a bit more just solid brick. And here we go.
And there it is, the largest wall, the biggest wall ever built, even bigger than China's.
Yeah, I don't do a very good impression at all, but here is the wall, and as you can see, makes for actually a really cool backdrop. Maybe I ought to keep this thing up for some future videos, but it is big. It is a massive, massive wall here. But it's pretty empty, and we need some fortifications for it. Firstly, I've got this watchtower here. Now, it doesn't look like much right now, but we'll put it together. I haven't put this thing together in a very long time. It was from a video from ages ago. But there she is, good as new. As shiny as the first day I built her.
Nice.
But what happens if the lights go out? AKA the sun. What if the sun goes down and people are trying to get over the wall then? Well, that's why we need to implement some of these bad boys. Searchlights, so it can pour light down on the wall at night. Or in the rare event of a solar eclipse. But that's a very specific situation, and we don't want the wall to be the only barrier. Of course, we're going to add troopers to this, but we need something for them to blockade the ground before the wall with. And I have the perfect material for that. Blockades!
Out of the deal, out of the deal.
These are little Lego cinder block blockades. There's an alternate version I've built in the past like this. As you can see, they're very flimsy, so they can be kind of a pain to put down. And also, the cinder block blockades can be used as cover as well, whereas these are pretty much air, so they'll get shot right through.
My gun. I started blasting.
There we go, those look very nice in front of the wall. And that honestly looks like a really good border wall. It would also look really nice for a prison, but it is what it is. Real quick, huge thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. They have literally the best deals in gaming. I use it all the time. If you like Star Wars games, Lego Star Wars for $2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 for $9. One of my favorite Star Wars games, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, $1.70. If you want to play the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, Men of War Assault Squad 2, $3. Extremely popular games can be up to 99% off. Link in the description below. Thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into the video. Well, now we need some units to actually man the wall. That's where the coppers come in. Of course, Texas State Police are going to be manning the wall here and checking documents and whatnot. So I'd kind of like to build a small little structure right here for them to basically use as a checkpoint to check that. I think it can honestly be pretty simple. There is zero need for this little structure to be flashy or anything like that. It's basically to keep the police out of the sun. And we also can put a little computer system in here for them to utilize. And you know what? Some of these barbed wire springs should probably sit around it just to make it so they can't really get rushed or anything like that. There we go. I think that looks nice. Now we need to add some cops to it. We're gonna have this po-po man named Bob and his comrade Steve. Again, just local state police, but they come decently heavily armed. There we go. They can hang out there. And why don't we have them checking someone's papers? This guy, or girl, I can't tell, it's ambiguous, who's in Tijuana for their birthday. But she forgot her passport, so she's got to explain this whole situation to the border guards. And meanwhile, we're gonna have some others, National Guardsmen, keeping watch from both the watchtower as well as down on the cement blocks down here. Guys with a little bit heavier of an arsenal. Alright, so here are the units for the National Guard. Some fairly basic modern military camos on these guys, but we don't need anything flashy. I think it looks clean. I think it looks nice. Now let's give them some weapons. And honestly, since this is a goofy video anyway, I'm gonna give them some gamer weapons. Gamer! And I know these are AK-47s, not something the US military would ever really be using, but they're fun. This one's like a cracked ice AK-47. You gotta love that. And in his holster right here, we have one of the Glocks that actually pulls back right there, and I just think that's so cool. I really like these. Oh, I dropped it. This guy's all situated. We'll go ahead and have him on the ground floor here, standing at attention. For our next boy right here, we'll give him the Cherry Blossom AK-47. This might actually be my favorite AK that I have. Again, we'll go ahead, have him hold it at attention, and he can be on the opposite side as our cracked ice soldier between these barricades here, close enough that he can run behind cover if need be. Now we have our final two. For this fella, we've got like a zebra striped red tiger type thing. That was a horrible explanation of that skin color, but it looks really sick. And what's really cool about this guy is there's a slot for a combat knife in his back right here. I just think that looks really nice. We're gonna have him standing guard right by the checkpoint house right here. And I just realized that I picked out a skin color dude. Let's switch it out with a yellow head dude who went fly fishing in Mexico for some reason. I don't know. Alright, there we go. Now there's continuity. And for our final National Guard trooper right here, we're gonna go ahead and equip him with a scoped AK. This is sort of like a cool white tactical pattern on this boy. And I think it's not quite an ACOG. It looks like a 3x or a 2x scope, something like that. But the reason he's getting the scoped gamer skin is so he can fire properly from the tower up here. Beautiful, nice little Overwatch guy right here. And of course, we're gonna want someone sort of overseeing everything, making sure everything's above board. And that's where this fella comes in. Although, again, wrong skin color, so let's get him a yellow head. So this will be the commanding officer of the post, and we'll go ahead and give him a nice little clipboard right here so he can do the checks of the station. And we'll just have him walking the wall over here. And yes, that is a zombie newspaper. I didn't actually have a Lego clipboard to use, but he'll be walking the wall, making sure there's no breaches or problems or maintenance problems. It is the United States infrastructure, so I'm sure in about 5 years this thing will be crumbling to the ground. But for now, I think this actually looks really good. We've got our checkpoint right here with the police officers, one ground unit over here standing guard, a second ground unit over here standing guard, and the guard who is overwatching the police officers to make sure no funny business happens. Of course, our sniper unit, and finally the officer over here. And so we have the infamous wall here, which honestly in Lego looks really cool. I'm getting like a downward view of it here. It's just staggering actually how large this is. Almost makes me want to do more like medieval wall castle videos or something like that. Yeah, building giant walls. It's just something awesome. Men yearn for walls. Well guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed just a lighthearted fun video. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below, and let's get into the giveaway. I'm going to be giving away this Lego policeman to one winner. All you gotta do is hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below what other structures in the world would you guys like me to build. I could do the Great Wall of China. I could do like the North Korea-South Korea border. That would be pretty cool. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any cool ideas. I'd be definitely open to it in one of these mini mock series. Either way, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.